unboxing time. Good Lord.
Books.
Jesus Christ.
These are huge.
Oh my God.
They're huge.
Massive. Okej. Good. Nu vet jag varför de kostade så mycket.
Power of habit.
Atomic Habits. And the tarot thing.
Tarot. It's also pretty huge.
Oh my God.
That's nice.
Amazing. What did we do?
I don't know. A mistake.
Welcome to winter in Sweden. This whole thing is nothing. Hey y'all. I did a little talking head for November a couple of days ago, where I basically said that nothing is happening, which nothing is happening. The year is winding down. It's getting darker. It's 3 in the afternoon. We have about an hour of daylight left, and it's gonna be like this until like March. I love this country. Basically, during the winter season, I tend to work a lot because I don't like going out when it's dark and cold. Who does? But that also means that I'm doing a lot less. Like summer is more outdoor activities and going to the park and all that. And now I'm just kind of here working, watching TV or knitting sweaters. And after a while, that gets pretty repetitive. I have some conflicting feelings about this whole blog experience. Because on one hand, it's really fun to look back and see what I've done during the year. And on the other, it's kind of disheartening to see that I'm doing basically the same stuff all the time. Like, I'm not complaining. I really enjoy my life and how I'm spending it. But as a storyteller, it gets questionable whether this is entertainment or whatever. I don't know if it was ever entertaining, but the thing is, we had an election in September, and although the leftist party and associated won regionally, the right extremists won nationally. And I don't want to overtly talk politics, because that's not the kind of attention I want to get in this kind of medium. But it is a bummer, and I do hope that this is some sort of death rattle, and by saying this, I'm absolutely making sure that it isn't, but, you know, one can hope. And they keep doing a terrible job and making terrible decisions, and I can only hope that as a country, we aren't as stupid to fall for it moving forward. I can kind of get how people are scared and they're lulled into voting for a party with associates who do not have any intention of fulfilling any of those promises they made during the election. I understand how that happens, but it cannot happen repeatedly. Unfortunately, it probably will. It felt like when I was a kid, and this is probably debatable because I was a child, but still it felt like the left side and the right side weren't super different. They wanted similar things and they had different methods of getting there. And now it's one political side who wants people to have secure lives and one political side who does not, and people keep voting for them. I don't get it, but it's putting a little bit of a damper on just life in general. And then today I learned that a lot of state museums in Stockholm don't have an entry fee, at least to their regular exhibits. Temporary exhibits might have an additional fee, but you can go to most of them and not pay. And this was a thing back in 2007, I think, where the right party wanted to introduce entry fees. And they did, and it lasted for like not very long, and not every museum implemented it. It just kind of fizzled out because people can't afford to go to museums if they have to pay like $10 to $15 per person in entry fees, and then have a coffee and maybe buy something in the gift shop. That racks up real quick. And then the socialists scrapped the fee in 2012, and attendance went up by 40%. Go figure. And now they're introducing it again, and they're doing it with very short, like it's middle of November and January 1st, entry fees are coming back. And the museums are scrambling like they did last time because they are not equipped to handle that. Like just, like actually having tills to, they are not built to take tickets like that. And it's just heartbreaking to see people who are so far removed from what life is like that they think that this is a good solution to anything. These are also the people who want to open up more nuclear power plants because they think it's a quick thing. You'd like flip a switch. And I read the other day that they did it in Finland, and it takes about 9 years. Anyway, it's getting darker, and like what I hope is the tail end of like a slow burn artistic crisis. So I'm not doing a whole lot of fun stuff. I do my deadline work, and then I kind of think a lot, and you can't just film someone thinking a lot because that's weird. Maybe if I open up an OnlyFans and you can just watch me agonize. I have a couple of things planned for the rest of November. Also, I might have talked about this before, but just in case I haven't, and in case I've edited it out, when I started this project, I didn't have an end game, but like the guy said, the worst idea of all time says, if you do something for a year, it's a thing. If you quit 10 months in, it's nothing. I'm going to continue this until the end of the year, and then I'm going to do other stuff. I want to do stuff with my YouTube channel, but this is kind of taking away a lot of enjoyment of actually being in a place and enjoying the place. Like on Tuesday next week, I'm going to a exhibit at the Modern Museum of Art, and you can't film there. So I'm doing something fun that could be a fun vlog thing, and I'm not allowed to film there. So it's just a lot of stuff that I would rather be present for than document like this. But it's gonna be cool to have a full year of my life to look back on, for sure. But moving forward, I have some plans for more scripted material, and eventually I'm gonna sit down and really work on that. And we'll see what comes out of it. November, December, and then we have a full year, and then I'm gonna put this to bed. I'm gonna do a something. I haven't decided on what yet, but I need to do something. I did laundry today, and that's about the only productive. Well, I did some knitting on a sweater for a friend. I did laundry and vandalism. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Please visit me in prison. Thank you.